Okay, I find it kind of sacrilege to talk over the soundtrack for Candice. We'll just have it really low so it feels more like background music there. So, what's going on here? It's time for another long play because Bully, great fun though it was, wasn't a terribly long game, and it's time for the next ones to come up to bat. It's a real mix, so not really going with much of a theme here. I just picked out 4 games that looked interesting to me to run for the long play. First up is the Shenmue Trilogy. I've never actually played Shenmue. That's a lie. I played it for maybe like half an hour or so. In any case, I've seen Shenmue 1 from start to finish. I watched my housemate play it some years ago, I think. But to me, it's unfinished. I don't know how it goes. What happened? How does the story conclude? Definitely don't want to hear it. I want to play it. And now that it's actually on Steam, I can. I think I own it. God, I don't know why I picked it up, but it's an option to go through all games 1, 2, and 3. Somebody earlier said, "What? How come you're going to put up 3 games?" So I was like, well, Nancy Drew, we put up 33 games, so 3 doesn't seem too far-fetched. Stormworks, Build and Rescue. Nick's brought this game to my attention. Don't know much about it. Hang on, do I have a description for it? Surely, anything's possible, right? Wait, do I? Here we go. Looks like a very interesting game of building Lego fire trucks, helicopters, and boats. They come to life and have a rescue simulator on top of that. Supposedly has a career survival mode with an active workshop community and scenarios to try. We don't know much about it. I haven't spoken to anyone that's played it, so this is a real shot in the dark. Then there's The Long Dark. Did anyone actually put this on the list? I think they did, but where is it? Well, I'm sure it is there. I've played The Long Dark for a little bit. The story is pretty crap, but I wouldn't mind playing through the open maps to try to get to a point where you can survive the Frostlands. Very different from Frostpunk. You're not managing a community, you're managing yourself, making sure you're heated and eated until you can survive the cold. And then there's Polybridge 2. It's coming back for another round. I want to run through all the missions on that. Staying under budget and not breaking. Still, it's you that decides what we actually run, and this time I've not inverted it so that it costs 40 euros for a single vote, I think. There we go. Let's get that vote going. And can we bring it on stream? Surely we can. That's not it. But that is. There we go. So, for everybody that won out big time on Creeper World 4, it's a good opportunity to spend all those vote swingers, the 2 million that went out as a prize. Looks straight away like it's going to be between the Long Dark and Polybridge. Polybridge had a lot of supporters last time who were miffed that they got crushed, but what can I say, the Bully lobby is a strong one. They had a lot of pent-up rage after being destroyed by Pod Racer, and also the insult that was the Pod Racer Longplay for being so short afterwards. Stacy is saying, I can't believe people aren't picking Shenmue. Well, Shenmue... Hang on, I lost my train of thought. Oh, I didn't ping in the Discord. Oh well, I guess it's just people watching live now that get to decide. Polybridge doing one strong showing here. Long Dark does have its supporters, and some of those are surging up for a second wind. But Polybridge remains quite strong there. I wouldn't dare to cast my own vote on this, would I? Nah, certainly not. Shenmue would be a long play, says Marvin. Well, it is in the name. Unless Jake axes it for being open world. No, I know what I'm getting into with Shenmue. I do actually want to know how the story goes. But it looks like we're not going to find out in this next long play. Even if somebody really wanted it, came in and spent every channel point that they had, I don't think they could swing it with enough clicks here. No, it's a 2-horse race between Long Dark and Polybridge. I wonder if there's more I could say about either of them. Both of them I've played before. Both of them for about a couple hours on top of that. The Long Dark is kind of brutal with a lot of stuff it does. You'll find like flint and tinder for making a fire and then have it by chance break and then suddenly have to come up with another plan. But you can and will die horribly in that game. Polybridge has other dying horribly, but more in an architectural way, or maybe engineering way. We had that for a weekly one-shot. We crushed it, of course. But there's a lot more to the game, and I really want to explore. I never put games onto the long play that I don't at least initially think that I do want to play. Even if I haven't played them before, I tend to trust what people say about them. Then again, there's always that bitter pill I had to swallow for space, whatchamacallit. I think I Stalined the existence of that game completely away. Yeah, I did. But whatever that space station game was from Firefly, ho ho, don't want to remember that at all. Okay, coming down to the last few moments, but it looks like Polybridge has scored a significant lead over Long Dark, and our Longplay is going to be playing through all the chapters in there, getting under budget, and not breaking down. It's probably going to be very difficult. There are some core concepts of the game that didn't quite click with me, but still, it's what we're going to be running. Space Colony, yeah, that was it. Somebody said 20 votes is an easy swing, and yet it did not get swung. Okay, well that concludes the day. We had a weekly one-shot, we've rolled our punishment game, we've had some State of Decay, and now we know what our next long play is. I'm going to enjoy a couple of days off, and then we'll be back. We'll be long playing our way through Polybridge. The strategy segment will be taken up by State of Decay, because deep down it's a strategy game. And I also need to pick a weekly one-shot for next week. But all that is future Jake's problems. For me, for now, it is very much a cheers and a cheerio.